Good morning, folks. Ray Bassett from the firm U here. I'm with another success story here. I have Rob. He's one of my clients here. And Rob joined up about 4 weeks ago. And we came up with him weighing on the scale. And we'd like to share some of his numbers. First of all, what do you think?
I'm impressed and I'm very happy. During COVID and everything, I put on a lot more weight than I normally carried. My blood pressure, I realized, was a lot higher than it should have been traditionally than it had been. And joined up with Ray for the past 4 weeks. I have had some really good success. I would have said that I had lost 20 pounds from my old way of thinking, but using Ray's bioimpedance scale, I actually lost 25 pounds of fat and gained 5 pounds of muscle, which was really cool to learn. And I'd also gone from 160 over 100 for my blood pressure down to a lower rate of 136 over 80s, which is still high, but I'm hoping to continue to work with Ray and lose additional weight to continue to improve on my blood pressure as well.
Right, so the bioimpedance scale go ahead and gives me a report like this. And we take his last measurements, which was 4 weeks ago when he first started. We do it as a baseline, and we do this just to see where you are. Nobody likes to get on the scale. I don't even like to get on the scale to see where I'm at in the beginning, but I do. Okay, so we can come back and track your progress. If you don't know where you're going or where you've been, you don't know anything. If I told you lost 18 pounds, or you told me you lost 18 pounds, I'd say 18 pounds of what?
Right.
Was it fat? Was it muscle? Or was it water? Because it's going to be one of those three things. Which also, what should you eat? Well, how about fat, protein, and water, and drink? So anyway, that's basically what you did. You know, we cut out some of the things that...
Alcohol.
Yeah. I didn't want to go out and say that, but yeah. And again, not everybody has to take out alcohol, or, you know, some of the things. I actually go ahead and say, what can you not live with?
Right.
Okay, and that's the thing, because I don't want to put you at a loss. When I put you at a loss, you're saying, oh, that darn, you know, so-and-so over at that gym, you know. Well, it's not like that. It's not a gym either. It's a studio. It's one-on-one, which is great too. But anyway, so what we did is just find out what Rob could live with or without, and then he'd send me pictures of his food. I'd take a look at that food and say, okay, we need to talk, or I'd give him a thumbs up. And so that's how we do a diet development. And I just don't give you a piece of paper and say, all right, do this, do that, do this, do that. We didn't have to do that this time. So anyway, so Rob was very dedicated, and he showed up. He was consistent. He changed his lifestyle. You know, what else have you noticed as far as the difference?
Oh, I'm sleeping better. I get up in the morning, feel ready to go for the day, and I actually look forward to getting on the scale and
right,
seeing what I've done.
Or the doctor's office, I imagine.
Yeah.
You know, and also, how about your energy levels?
It's much higher than it had been.
Right. Okay, good. Well, those are all the benefits of exercise and diet. That's a prescription. That's the best medication you can have, especially in these times of this virus and the pandemic. You don't want to be caught short on having a low immune system, and exercise brings up your immune system, and also eating correctly is going to do the same thing. Anyway, so Rob started off at, if you don't mind me mentioning these numbers, here, let me put my age on, if you know what I mean. Okay, so Rob started off at 251 pounds. He's down to 233. That's about 18 pounds right there. Body fat percentage was at 38.1%. He's down to 30%. Now we have real numbers here. We have numbers that you can go by, and measurable numbers, not just guessing and saying, oh my God, oh, I look so nice in black, and turn to the side. Okay, but when it comes down to it, these numbers don't lie. Okay, his fat mass was 95.8 pounds. So he had 95 pounds of actual fat. Okay, always, it's marbled throughout your body. It only feels like it's in one spot. Anyway, so he brought that down 23.4 pounds. And water has a lot to do with it. We'll go over that in a second. His fat-free mass, which is on the muscle side. On the muscle side, he was at 155.6. Now he's at 161. That is a plus of 5.4 pounds on the muscle side. Now, did he gain 5 pounds of muscle? No, because I'd be lying to you if he did. Muscle doesn't. You can't gain that much muscle in a month. I wish you could, because if you could, I couldn't get through the door. I'd be so big. Okay, it doesn't work that way. So what happens is the glycogen in the water stored in the muscle gets heavier. His fat weight reduced, which is on top of the muscle. So this comes down, but this goes up a little bit more. It's like a red balloon. If you put more water in that balloon, it's going to be heavier. That's why a lot of people, when they get on the scale and they say, I've been working out for a month, I haven't seen anything happen. That's what's happening, is that you're starting to gain more fluid or water and glycogen in the muscle cell. It's not getting larger, it's getting stronger, you're getting better at the exercises, but you're not gaining muscle. Anybody tells you you're gaining muscle in a month, is not telling you the truth. All right, now losing fat's easy. I say it's easy. It is. It actually is once you understand the science or the physiology of what we're talking about. So anyway, the fat lays on top of the muscle, and the muscle actually will get a little bit bigger because it's gaining water, because it's going to anticipate you working out again. Water is vital. Ever try to work out dehydrated? It doesn't work as well. Anyway, so the fat sits on the muscle. The fat starts going down. The muscle starts gaining more density. It gets heavier. And that's why when people get on the scale, and not everybody, not all men, not all women, but people get on the scale and they say, I haven't lost any weight, or I've only lost a little bit of weight. You really have lost inches. And how does that happen? Well, you start losing the fat that's on top of here. Yes, you're going to start losing inches. To me, that's more important than getting on the scale and crossing my fingers and praying to the good Lord that I'm going to lose a pound. And a lot of people that get up in the morning, they go to the bathroom, they get on the scale naked, and they're like, my day's going to depend. Did I go down a pound or go up a pound? All you're doing is just spreading water. Depends on what you ate that night. Anyway, so Rob, where's it going from here? What's your next move?
I'm going to come for another month, and I want to lose 20 more pounds.
Okay, well that's the second round of 20 pounds may not be as easy as the first round.
It may take a little longer.
Yeah, it might, but you still, and again, just to make things fair, men have more muscle. Muscle burns calories at rest. That's why we lift weights more than we do cardio. Actually, we do cardio as we're lifting weights because we don't take too many breaks in between. And being a private studio, we don't have to wait for anybody that's in front of us. We don't have to wait for that person, texting their significant other. We just go one after another. We do pulls and muscles. We do a push, we do a pull, and we do an ab. Just like today, we did legs today. How your legs feeling?
Like jelly.
Yeah. Well, anyway, as soon as you have a meal or two and just kind of relax a little bit, it comes back, right?
Yeah, I really want to focus on continue eating healthy, continue to exercise, and continue lowering my blood pressure. That's what I'm focused on.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, anyway, this is Ray Bissett and Rob signing off from the Firm U here in Houston, Texas. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you want to subscribe and see more videos like this, please do so. We'll see you next time.